John, how about LeBron specifically? You see it night in, night out, and I know a lot of people, maybe even Cavalier fans themselves, maybe take it for granted at times. Certainly people from the outside, you see it, he makes it look so easy. He's done it for so long. You almost expect greatness from him. How are you able to not take it for granted what you are witnessing on a night in, night out basis from one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time?
It's hard. It really is. And sometimes you have to take a step back and say, my goodness, some of the things he's doing are just incredible. All you have to look at, Sal, is the Cavs record. Since LeBron has returned to Northeast Ohio, the Cavs played 27 games without LeBron. They've won only 4. They're 4-23 in those 27 games. So we're talking about a guy this postseason who's averaging 34 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. In Game 2, he passes Kareem to move into second all-time in NBA playoff scoring. When you talk about it on that day-to-day basis to see some of the things that LeBron does, this season he's moved from 11th to 7th on the all-time scoring list, passing names like Olajuwon and O'Neal. But at the same time, the things I marvel at, he's moved from 21st to 12th on the all-time assist list. He's far and away the highest assisting forward in NBA history, but we're talking he's passing names like Hardaway and Kuzi and Cheeks on his way up that list. So to see those things happening simultaneously and the way that he's able to carry this team and step up his game in the postseason is really a marvel to watch. And you're right, sometimes you just have to step back and remember this guy's the reason that the Cavaliers have gone to the final each of the last 2 seasons. He's so essential to what they do in every facet. We haven't even talked about defense and what he's done on that end of the floor. It's simply amazing to watch, and to see him do it over the course of a season is certainly something special.
You know, it's incredible, and I realize that LeBron has played more games the way the format is set up these days in terms of the postseason, and it's a 7-game series in the first round now as opposed to 5 when Michael Jordan played, but he is only 210 points behind Michael Jordan for number 1. I mean, LeBron James is going to obliterate this record, John.
Yeah, and he might get it this season, depending upon how long some of these series go and depending upon how long the Cavaliers can continue this run. Yeah, it's certainly possible to get it this season. He passed Kareem in fewer games than Kareem did it. You're right, Michael took fewer games to get to where he got as you compare him to LeBron, but it makes you shake your head. And let's remember, too, guys, he's trying to get back to the finals for the 7th consecutive season. You know, the first time that's happened since the 60s Celtics. Any player's ever gone back for a 7th time. James Jones, by the way, will join him if the Cavaliers do get there this season. But it makes you shake your head thinking about just some of the special things he's done.
By the way, that just raised an interesting question because we always heard about Robert Horry, right? Oh, Robert Horry, he's got those rings, and that's what counts.
Big shot.
Well, are we going to start talking about James Jones in that same conversation there with Robert Horry? Because, you know, there's a little bit of difference in terms of their roles. And the same for Horry versus some of the other guys that he played with along the way. Not to knock him, but just saying, you know, just because you have the rings doesn't necessarily mean that you were the reason why those championships were won. Whereas we know about LeBron and what happened.